This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store and joined in West London Boxing Academy by Joe Theobald. Joe, how's it going, mate?
Hi, mate. Yeah, I'm very well, actually. Yeah, I'm loving life at the moment, having a really good time coaching. Things are going pretty well.
So talk to me about West London Boxing Academy. How did it kind of all start for you working here?
It all started over summer, or just before summer, when I sort of spied the gym on Instagram. When this place was literally just a warehouse and they're building it, and it was at the time where I wasn't coaching full time, and I sort of thought this would be a good opportunity for me because it would probably open around the time that I wanted to go into coaching. And I messaged the owners and came down and spoke to the head coach Tristan, and we got on really well. And the rest is history. And I've been working here pretty much full time almost since.
Yeah, sounds pretty nice then. And what do you think the best thing about working here is?
Definitely the people, the members, and the other coaches and the owners are brilliant. We all have a bit of a laugh, but also take it seriously when we need to. So yeah, and the space is brilliant as well. Got good equipment, and you're going to be hearing big things about it in the future.
Yeah, certainly. Obviously, the gym only opened just quite recently. So I saw on your Instagram you had Roy Jones come down here and you met him. What was that like? One of the greatest of all time. One of them, at least.
Yeah, it was very surreal. It was very surreal meeting Roy Jones. He came in, answered questions, chatted to everyone, took photos, and it was good to go and talk to him and get some of his get a little bit of his knowledge. It was brilliant.
Did you ask him anything?
I did. I asked him what's the most important thing. What's the biggest piece of advice you would give a budding boxing coach, and he said that you should train the DNA, was the word he said. Train the DNA in the fighter. Do what comes natural to them and don't get them to sort of box a different way or force a style on them. Sort of let it evolve from them and you sort of work with them rather than the other way around.
Okay, that's really interesting. You got another few coaches coming down, another few people coming down to the gym. Who have you got?
Yes, we've got big John Fury and Mayweather Senior are both coming down within days of one another. I think one's coming down on the Friday. I think one's coming down on the Saturday. Sadly, I'm not here for the John Fury one, but I am going to meet Floyd Senior, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more. There's a few more in the pipeline that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. But yeah, there's watch this space because there's going to be some big names down here.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather Senior. He's not that in the media anymore, is he? He's quite well. I guess he's not gone quiet, but there's not as many interviews or video content coming out with him in it, so it'll be quite cool to see him. And just before I let you go, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple of upcoming fights. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, they finally got signed. I think it was about 1 o'clock today, this morning, 1 a.m. So that's pretty quite early. I know a few people stayed up for it. How do you think that fight goes on? How do you think that Dillian Whyte's style matches up against Tyson Fury's style?
You know what? I think that's going to be an absolutely brilliant fight. I think that'll be a lot more exciting than Whyte versus Usyk. Fury versus Usyk, which I think would be a bit of a stinker of a fight. I think it could be quite boring. I think this fight is going to be an absolute firefight until I think Fury will get the win. I think there's avenues where Whyte could win. If Whyte can land his left hook, that could be a game changer in the fight. But I don't know if Fury will let him get close enough to land that shot. I think Fury ends up stopping Whyte mid to late rounds. That's my prediction.
Do you think either fighter will hit the canvas in that at all?
Yeah, I reckon Whyte might hit the canvas a couple of times. If Fury's been preparing properly, I don't think he'll hit the deck. I think Fury will end up dominating him. I think Whyte will put in a good performance, but I think the skill and the size of Fury will sort of win the fight in the end.
And that fight is rumoured to be in Wembley Stadium, and that's not too far from here in London. Do you think you'll be going?
If I can get a ticket, I'd move heaven and earth to get tickets to that fight. So if there's anyone out there that wants to sort me out with a ticket to Whyte Fury, holler, please.
Awesome, all right, that's perfect, Joe. Thanks for the time again. And where people find you on Instagram, social media-wise?
Yeah, my Instagram is boxingwithjoe1 with no spaces and no capitals. And yeah, that's about it. And you can find me down here. Find me at West London Gym. Come down, say hello.
Awesome, thanks for the time, Joe. I'll catch up soon then, mate.
Nice one. Cheers, Fred. See you soon.